Hello and welcome back to Culinary Haven. Today I would like to show you a recipe for a vegetable pie, which is very pretty and absolutely delicious, which could be a perfect weekend lunch or a light dinner. Let's begin. Just before we begin, I want to point out that I'm making half of the recipe today because I don't have many people today here. And if you are making this recipe and you're cooking for a family, you should double everything. So we'll start with preparing the vegetables. First is an aubergine, which we cut in half. And then, I'll actually do it this way, into strips. And into sort of cubes, or whatever these shapes are. We're going to pour it in a liter of warm water mixed with about 1.5 teaspoons of salt. And I'm not doing it to remove the bitterness because modern aubergines, they're not bitter anymore. We're soaking them up so that they absorb moisture and they sort of change their texture, because when they sit in water for about 15 minutes and then we squeeze them, they cook much faster and they don't absorb oil. And now just press it down and put a plate or something so that they're submerged in water, and leave it for 15 minutes. Next, we're going to chop the onions. You need 1 onion, but these are kind of small and onions cook down. You can have 1 if you wish. I'm using 1 pink onion and 1 regular onion. Just finely chop it. And now we're going to fry the onions until they're softened and translucent, and then we'll add other vegetables. So we're adding 2 tablespoons of vegetable oil. I'm using olive oil. It takes a little bit of preparation, but it's worth it. It's an excellent dish. Cook it on medium for about 5 minutes. Next, we're going to prepare the peppers. We need 2 peppers, 1 red and 1 green. Normally, I would use bell peppers. I don't have them today, so I'm using pointy sweet peppers instead. But other than the appearance, there's not much difference. They're nice and sweet and crunchy. And we just cut them into strips first, and then into cubes. And the same with the green pepper. My green pepper is very small today. It's nice and sweet, but it's small. So I'm going to add a sprig of spring onion just to bulk it up, and also for variety of color. And just exactly the same way as the red pepper. Even though these peppers are thinner than bell peppers, they are much more fragrant. And the spring onion. And lastly, a clove of garlic. We'll just smash and then finely chop. Or you can squeeze it through a garlic press. Doesn't matter. Whilst we were preparing the vegetables, the onions didn't just get translucent, they even become golden, which is lovely. And now we're going to add the peppers and the spring onion to it and cook them first. And cook it for a couple of minutes. preferably not adding any more oil. And now we're going to add garlic. And cook the garlic for a minute or so. So it releases all its magical properties. So the vegetables are done. Nice. You've noticed that I didn't put any seasoning yet because we soaked the aubergine in salty water. So we'll see when we mix them all together, we'll see how it tastes. So we'll just let it sit and wait here, and we're going to prepare and then cook the aubergine. So the 15 minutes is up. They didn't go dark or anything. Just squeeze them. As much moisture as you can, and then we'll bring them into the frying pan. They cook much faster, and like I said, they don't absorb after you soak the aubergines. They don't absorb so much oil, so it's a win-win. Adding a little bit of oil. That's it, but nowhere near as much as we would have not soaked the aubergine, and just cook it until it's done, stirring occasionally. And in the meantime, we'll prepare the batter. So the aubergine is cooking there, and we will not waste time. We'll prepare the batter. I need 300 grams of buttermilk, or you can also use kefir or a natural drinking yogurt, not too thick. 2 teaspoons of sugar, 1 teaspoon of salt, 1 large egg, and whisk it together. We stopped for a second making the batter because we want to check on our aubergines doing great. It's been 5 minutes and it's softened and browned slightly, so we're just gonna give it another 5 minutes on that bubble. We add 50 grams of vegetable oil. I'm using olive oil. Let's get in. And lastly, we're going to sift in the flour. 160 grams of plain flour and a teaspoon of baking powder. Sift it in. Look at all those lumps. We need to get rid of them. That's why we always sift the flour and the baking powder. And now just fold it all in. If you wish, you could do it with an electric whisk, but I think this is just so easy, you don't need that. That's it, done. So that's been another 5 minutes and they're done. Now I'm going to bring back the rest of the vegetables and mix it all together. Cook it for a minute and turn it off. Gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous, isn't it? Now I'm going to try 1 piece of aubergine just to see if it's good. Just to taste the salt. It needs salt. So give it a good pinch of salt. Oh, it's so delicious. Wow. Some black pepper. And now I'm going to add a little bit of seasoning, some dried oregano, a little bit of parsley, and a little bit of dill. My favorite combination, parsley and dill. Give it a stir, and now we're going to make the pie. The filling is still warm, obviously, but it doesn't matter in this case. One of those rare cases that if the filling is still warm, it doesn't matter. I just greased this baking dish with some softened butter, and I'm going to pour approximately half of the butter on the bottom and spread it. It's of course much easier to make a full portion, full recipe, because this is, like I said, it's just a half, but that's all we need today. So just a little bit more actually. Now we're going to spoon the filling on top of the batter. So delicious. It smells already very, very good. And once it's baked, we're also going to sprinkle some cheese on top of the vegetables, which will take it on another level of awesomeness. See? Nice, and just spread it evenly so that nothing is sticking out of the batter. And now, before we pour the batter in, we sprinkle some cheese. 50 grams of feta cheese, just crumble it all over the vegetables. And 50 grams of any cheese, any hard cheese. I'm using Old Amsterdam. And on top of that goes the rest of the batter. And don't worry if you think that it's not enough. It is enough, you'll see. With an offset spatula, just gently spread it around. Now we're going to bake it in the preheated to 180 degrees Celsius oven for 35 to 40 minutes, depends on your oven. Here it is, straight out of the oven. You can see it's still bubbling there. Nice golden, and I can't wait for it to cool down so we can try it. So it's cooled down, it's not cold, it's still very warm, but a little bit pressed for time, so we're just going to cut it up now. This pie is really amazing. It's the flavor, the texture, the colors. The vegetables are perfectly cooked. It's just, the crust is so nice and fluffy, tangy, feta cheese inside. Try it, you will love it. And it's just as good cold as it is warm. Do try it. Try it. Thank you for watching this episode of Culinary Haven. I hope you enjoyed it. And until next time, bye.